talking about the fact that he's been in prison, right? I noticed in the petition they don't go around naming the lawyers. I would love to, you want to see their lawyers that they got. You want them to name themselves and put themselves out there. You want a lawyer to make a statement in public, you know, since the lawyer probably sees this carbonation people out here making, maybe the lawyer should type up something written for everybody to see. But they are referencing, right, American law, as Natural Honeybee Couponer said. And I made a reference to that, saying they're on Babylon privilege time, talking these rights and justice. For a U.S. citizen out there, what are his rights? A divine black, trust me. The first thing anybody should do, and the only thing we could do, is look right at the embassy. The embassy breaks it all down on their websites. The embassy has to give you what you are, and it depends on if you're arrested for a crime you committed, or if you're a victim for a crime. The United States embassies in different countries and their website has a list of everything that you're due. The embassy has to bend over backwards to make sure you got a lawyer, whatever, right? But what rights? See, this is what Eliana, everybody has to understand, y'all. And again, the only thing we could do is compare it to another case, right? Just listen real quick. He may not even have a right to an attorney. There's no Miranda over there. That's interesting. I haven't even thought about that part.
Presented. I don't know the reason that I'm here.
Check this out, y'all.
More than 18 months, and his health was deteriorating in the harsh conditions of the prison. Do you
See, we're talking about rights in America and all this other shit, right? We need to look at this guy. I mean, he was in jail for 18 months, y'all. 18 months. And they had no evidence. The guy was in jail in Nicaragua 18 months. He had CNN covering his story. He had human rights activists blowing it all up. He was there for 18 months. Pure loyalty. Queen Rise. This brother was in jail the whole time and he had no idea why he was in that jail. So we have to compare him without even worrying about what the crime was, right? We're going to compare him to Nature Boy without comparing the crimes because he was accused of something he didn't do. Nature Boy's not even accused. So if we are saying his right to be charged, are y'all asking for this dude to be charged? Are you saying he should be charged or leave him alone, right? So this is why we have to have another conversation about what your individual rights are compared to the interests and the concerns of the group or the others that you're in. Nature Boy is in Nicaragua. Nicaragua got a call that a Nicaraguan person saw this dude doing something to kids, so they brought him in just for whatever. And then what? They start seeing all this other shit, which means what? You have to balance the interests here. We said earlier that individuals couldn't really stand this unwritten social contract to keep your distance and I'll keep mine. Social construct. You do you, I'll do me. We never have to fucking do nothing. There shouldn't be no lawsuits, right? But what happens? What happens? And now the next thing you know, you're locked up and abroad, just like this guy in Nicaragua. But they had him for some murder, but they had zero evidence. And he was, oh my goodness, listen, just listen.
began working in a local Remax office as a real estate agent.
Anderson Cooper.
Eventually began running the office.
So this dude was having an up and up business out and open in Costa Rica, running the whatever, and he had no idea. He was never told why he was in jail in Nicaragua for 18 months.
Life was good. He was raising his son in a community he said he loved and finding success with his company. But everything changed on November 11th, 2010.
What changed?
On that afternoon, according to his family, Nicaraguan police burst into his home and office.
They just burst in?
Confiscated his files and took Jason away. He was accused.
They just busted in, took his files, and took him away. So this is similar to what? Eliana's having all their phones taken, or having all their computers taken, right? Nondescript says under Article 232 of, oh, see, Nondescript is like a hero of the chat.